For centuries, the Roman army seemed utterly unstoppable. They had the best training, the most advanced gear, and the fiercest discipline known in the ancient world. Yet one day, deep in the dense forest beyond the Rhine River, a single ambush shattered that illusion and changed the course of history. From the very start, Roman soldiers were molded into a powerful war machine. Each legionary served for a staggering 25 years, and no moment was wasted. Their everyday life revolved around relentless drills and ruthless punishment for the smallest infraction. Military law was so strict that a soldier risked more by disobeying his commander than by charging headlong into the enemy. Those who stood firm, however, reaped rewards, land, promotions, and the thrill of rising through the ranks if a centurion happened to fall in battle. It was a clever combination of fear and opportunity, one that forged a legionnaire's loyalty to Rome. But training alone wasn't what made them so formidable. The Romans equipped their troops with gear no other army could rival. Their helmets protected nearly the entire head, and their body armor, lorica hamata or lorica segmentata, was leagues ahead of what the barbarians wore. That protection paired perfectly with well-honed weapons, the pilum spear for hurling and stabbing, the short gladius for close combat, and the imposing rectangular scutum shield. Confronting a cohesive line of these armor-clad legionaries felt like facing a living fortress. Buoyed by their success in Gaul and elsewhere, Roman armies marched northward, crossing the Rhine in the hopes of adding new lands to an ever-growing empire. At first, it looked like nothing could slow them down. They defeated tribe after tribe, building forts in conquered regions to maintain order. Julius Caesar's ventures in Gallia, followed by his successor Augustus, seemed to confirm Rome's dominance. But once they pressed deeper into the forests of Germania, they encountered warriors who refused to kneel. Warlike, fiercely independent, and bound by tribal loyalty, these Germanic fighters would not let Rome simply walk away with their freedom. Amidst this standstill, one figure tipped the scales: Arminius, a Cheruscan prince raised in Roman territory. Even though he'd worn the Roman uniform and learned Latin, his heart was set on freeing his people. His fluent knowledge of Roman strategies meant he could lead his tribesmen in exactly the right way to undermine the legionaries' strengths. By befriending Publius Quinctilius Varus, the Roman governor stationed in Germania, Arminius worked from the inside, setting the perfect trap. Varus never saw it coming. When reports of a supposed rebellion reached Varus, he marched 3 legions, nearly 20,000 men, straight into the Teutoburg Forest. Days of relentless rain turned the paths to mud, slowed the Roman wagons, and hindered their famed formations. Arminius and his allies waited for the ideal moment to strike. Then chaos. Surrounded by howling warriors hurling spears from all sides, the legions staggered into disarray. They fought on bravely, building makeshift fortifications at night, but each new day brought fresh Germanic assaults. Narrow trails, swampy ground, and hidden earthworks turned the mighty Roman column into a desperate crowd. By the 4th day, it was all over. Varus, unable to live with the disgrace, took matters into his own hands, and those who survived faced a grim end at the hands of their captors. All 3 legions were wiped out. Rome reeled in the aftermath of its most devastating defeat. Emperor Augustus reportedly wandered his halls in a frenzy, crying out, "Quinctilius Varus, give me back my legions." The empire still had legions to spare, but the defeat in Teutoburg Forest was a humiliating blow that halted Roman ambitions east of the Rhine. Augustus's successor Tiberius launched counter-campaigns, and Germanicus recovered at least one lost legionary standard, but the Roman high command ultimately decided not to occupy those lands. Centuries later, this legendary ambush would make Arminius into a symbol of freedom, an extraordinary figure who rallied once quarreling tribes against the world's most powerful army. Though many historians debate the exact details, No one doubts that Teutoburg Forest stood as a turning point for the Roman Empire. Imagine if those 3 legions had smashed the ambush and Rome had pushed deeper into Germania. Could European history have taken an entirely different shape? We might never know, but one thing is certain. The downfall of those legions changed Rome's fate forever. If this story intrigued you, let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your take on how history could have unfolded differently. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Rome's most crushing defeat, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more surprising twists from the ancient world. See you in the next one.